All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Gonna run through this trade recap of this trade today that we took on NQ. We did get stopped out break even today. Pretty good trade. I thought we had a huge risk to reward runner right here, but we ended up getting taken out break even right around here. These were pretty much the same trade. So I took this one on TradingView, which was on Trade and then I took this one on Top Step X. As you can see, this was the trade on TradingView right here. We have the execution. So this was the entry, and then this is where I got stopped out break even right here. And then this Top Step X entry. I can't show you guys that right now because it's on my computer, my other computer, sorry, my laptop. And then, but it was pretty much the exact same setup. We just entered off the 30 seconds. So let's start from the higher time frame. So starting on the daily, opened my charts this morning, and price had put in a new all-time high, and we were trending upwards. So what I noticed too was that price was respecting this upper bullish fair value gap right here on the 4 hour. And what I seen coming into market open, so if I put, let's go back right here. Is this a candle? Yeah. Okay, so price had already swept out London low, and what I seen was Asia low. And I figured that if we could come down and sweep the low Asia low, tap into that 4 hour fair value gap, we would have perfect opportunity to be able to long back up to London high and all-time high and all that stuff. So price ends up coming down, and it digs into this 4 hour gap, which is exactly what I talked about in the Discord. I'll show you guys that after for proof. We tapped into this 4 hour fair value gap, and what I liked especially was that we were respecting CE, which is the midpoint of this 4 hour fair value gap right here. So we're respecting the first presented 4 hour fair value gap. We're respecting CE of the gap. Let's go down to the hourly. So now on the hourly, we're also respecting an hourly bullish fair value gap. We swept out Asia low. We swept out London low. And then this is where I see even more confluence right here. So let me just hide this really quick. We sweep out this 15-minute low right here, which taps into a 15-minute fair value gap. So we're manipulating down. We're respecting higher time frame CE. We swept out session lows. I want to see at least a relief bounce. And when I say a relief bounce, I want to see a bounce to like equilibrium or something like that at least. And then if it wants to continue from there, then we can look to target, AM highs and London highs and all that stuff. So in terms of entries, price came down, and I immediately started scaling down because I figured this could be like a sniper entry. So I seen that there were really no 5-minute gaps to inverse until we get up to here. Then I went down to the 4-minute, the 3-minute, the 2-minute, the 1-minute, whatever. I just kept going down. And then we ended up finding entries on the 30-second and the 1-minute. So my entry on Trade was off this 1-minute inverted fair value gap right here. We closed above it on this bullish close right here was where I entered around 23,657.50, stops below the wick. And then my top step entry was a little bit before that, which was on a 30-second inverted fair value gap, which was at 23,637.50. But I gave my stop loss more room on this one all the way down here. So what I was targeting, like I said, for take profit one was going to be equilibrium from the major swing to the major swing. So I want to see price come up to around here, or even if you pull from this small swing high right here to there, I want to see price come up, and tap into here. It just fell short of it. And the reason I moved my stop loss to break even so early was because price was within this big 5-minute bearish fair value gap. And I figured that it was a high chance that price could reject off that and just continue lower and maybe want to manipulate one more time to the downside before it wants to continue up, which is pretty much exactly what happened. We dig back into this 5-minute bearish gap, and then we come down, we swept lower, and now we're starting to get this recovery up. But I'm done for the day. So again, break even stop loss on these trades here. So not a bad day. Again, starting from the top, 4 hours respecting CE of this bullish fair value gap after sweeping out London and London lows and Asia lows. We also swept in again. We're respecting an hourly gap, a 15-minute gap. We're respecting that midpoint. We enter off the 1-minute inverted fair value gap, and then we enter off the 30-second inverted fair value gap, or the 30-second first, and then the 1-minute. And we're targeting equilibrium. And then I wanted to leave runners up to AM highs and then potentially to London high. Again, move my stop loss to break even because we were still hovering and kind of choppy within that 5-minute bearish fair value gap, and then we just ended up getting stopped out break even. So, not bad. It did run up a good bit. So if you guys were in the Discord and seen that you took it and you took some points early, you probably could have banked there. But I'll show you guys in the Discord really quick. Make sure you guys join this. It's free. Link in the description. So you guys can see I said potential reversal area. I talked about all this stuff here. I said price was tapping into the 4-hour gap. And then in my market analysis before, I talked about how if price wanted to dig in and sweep below the Asia lows, potentially we would see, but then we'd have to go from where the market was. Going to take us after news, but again, talked about it, showed my longs right here. As you can see, showed the execution. So yeah, break even, so tough, but again, kind of weird market conditions today. Maybe you guys capitalized after this recovery, but yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until the next one, give me a like, subscribe, comment the video, follow all my socials, check the link tree in my bio. If you guys are interested in the mentorship, link in the description for that. If you guys want to join the free Discord, everything free, join up, link in the description. Until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Peace.